so we know we're going to get to part 2. We want to hear all about the university. So you did so well in your KCSE and you were admitted into the university. So maybe you can tell us about that, where the university was and all those good things.
Yeah, so I studied in Egerton University. Some people say Egerton, others say Egerton, whatever. Yes, that is in Kenya, Nakuru County. That was Joro campus. Egerton had many branches, but I specifically went to the main campus, which is in Joro. Of course, this was new for me. Remember, Joy, I went to a boarding school, primary, that was a girls' school only. Went to high school, it was a girls' school only.
Now
I'm seeing men. I'm not actually seeing boys, I'm seeing men for the first time. Remember, I'm this very talkative girl who loves to interact. Of course, I had boyfriends at home. I mean, I grew up with boys, like any other home. And my mother is very unique. Because our home is the home where all the boys used to meet. I mean, I had 3 older siblings, girls, and myself. And somehow in our village, we were that family that had a television. So during whatever World Cups and everything.
That's a rich family in the village.
I know. So during World Cup and stuff like that, the boys would come and watch TV in our home. And I would say that most of those boys were my brothers. So I wasn't meeting men for the first time. But now, being open up to actually now meet of all kinds, I met them in the university. Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah,
it was
I can imagine now, because it's like now you've been in the pond, now you're being thrown into the ocean.
I know. Yeah.
So what did you go to pursue in the university?
So I did a diploma in clinical medicine and surgery. That was the first thing that I did when I went to Egerton. When I had clinical medicine, I didn't care whether it was a diploma or a degree. Medicine. I thought, wow, this is what I want to do. I never thought that I would want to go into the medical world until then. When I thought,
growing up, what did you wish to do?
By the way, I really don't know what I wanted to do. But what I know is that I was very good in mathematics. And my dad kept telling me, fanya hesabu, fanya eka madhafu. So then madhafu was accounting. And around that time, accounting was the in thing for everyone.
I remember, everybody was
So immediately I cleared Form 4. Even before my results were out, I was already doing accounting in KCA University. That is in Nairobi County, somewhere along Thika Road, Ruaraka. And I did for a few months. I was loving it, but I didn't like it so much. Because accounting for me, I felt it's a world where you are alone. You know, you're there with your maths and what have you. I did not know my personality type then, but then I knew I'm a people's person. So when I was told to do clinical medicine, the fact that there was a name medicine, I thought I'm going to be a doctor. And I'm like, wow, at least I'll be meeting people. I'll be, you know, engaging with people. So I went. I started doing that. My first year was good. A little challenging.
But did you enjoy it? Did you like it?
Yes, I did. Actually, the most interesting thing about this is that when I went to the university, I joined the CU immediately. And in the university, you find a lot of activities as far as CU is concerned, Christian Union is concerned. So somehow I got into it. And I spent a lot of time going for missions, and I even forgot the main thing for me is education. So we are having a cut tomorrow, but I'm in the CU praying and fasting. And there's a place we used to go to play in some forest there. And I come to class and I find everyone is preparing for the exam and I haven't prepared. And that was my first year. So I found it very challenging because I wasn't reading.
So I bet you didn't perform so good then.
I didn't perform very well in first year. So I am in first year, very talkative. We are sharing a semester with fourth year. So this is a class that is going in the next few months. So there is normally, all the time when students are clearing the fourth year, there is normally a rush for the freshers, especially for those who are not relating already. Because it's like they have been there for 4 years, and they are clearing campus. So they actually used to call it a gold rush. Like freshers have come, you need to get somebody.
Yeah, grab yourself.
I know. So I didn't know what that was, but I remember a lot of guys used to come and visit me, and I would entertain them. Remember, I'm a sanguine.
Yeah.
So I used to entertain them. These guys I see you. They are the people I see preaching when we go for missions. So these are men of God. So treat them well. I had learned how to treat the men of God. You mean these guys have hidden agendas? I remember that time, the chairman of, we used to have different teams. So there was one which was called Muranga Outreach District. I don't remember. It was called Mood. So the chairman was going. He was outgoing. He was clearing. So I remember him coming to my room and visiting me a few times, and then finally he says, you know, I've been thinking that. I'm like, oh my God, you mean this is why I've been visited so much? Because I'm this very outgoing Fraciah. Yes, I go for every mission. Even in those missions, I'm on the pulpit, either giving my testimony or leading songs or entertaining people. Hey, I didn't know this. So, by the time I'm opening my eyes to realize that this is God rush, my God time is really spent. So my first year, honestly, I didn't perform well. I remember one lecturer, he called me in his office. He said, Fraciah, I really like you. I think you're going to make a very good medic, but you're not working hard. You're playing a lot. And it's like it woke me up. Like, guys are getting 10 out of 10 in the cards, 30 out of 30. Me, I'm getting 2, 3.
Wow.
And that's not me. I know I'm a bright student. But I haven't read. And because last night I was praying and fasting, I was sleeping in class when the teacher was teaching. So I don't even have the notes. You understand? So that was for me my first year. Then by the time I was getting to second year, now I began to cool down and realize, oh, by the way, you did not come here to do CU. You came for your education. So from second year, my grades started picking up. And picked up well until I cleared. Now, let me tell you the most interesting thing about this. So, I have just realized that these guys are doing a gold rush. And so, I'm really...
And you are the gold.
Yes. I'm really mad about brothers. In fact, I used to call them bothers. Because I felt like they're always bothering me. Always drinking my coffee, you know? And so, at one point, I told myself, I will never allow any young man to come and visit my room, and I will never go to visit their rooms, and I want to work hard and concentrate. So that semester that I did that, there was this young man who came to my room because he wanted me to become a pastor in the CU. What is a pastor in the CU? We used to have different Bible study groups. So if you lead a Bible study, you're called a Bible study pastor. So that particular semester, I was chosen to become a Bible study pastor. So I'm wondering, I just said I don't want this thing of CU. Then somebody thinks I should be a Bible study pastor. And then he comes to my room to bring for me the Bible study materials. So he'll bring all of them to me for the people that are in my group. Then I'll go distributing. So, no, he's not the one who brought. My name was called during the CU. So, whoever was in charge of the Bible study brought the books and everything. And then now I'm supposed to go distributing the books in different rooms for the people as I get to know them and they get to know me and know that I'm their leader. And we agree that we'll be meeting in this and that room. Of course, they'll begin in my room and all that. So as I'm distributing the books, remember now I have to go to the hostels for the men. And I had said I don't want to deal with these bothers. And these are bothers because, so to speak, because now they are the brothers that I have to go and visit. So as I was going, I met one of the CU leaders. He was a CU treasurer then. I seem not to have noted him, but that particular time he looked at me, he smiled. Oh my God, he had a very beautiful smile. He spoke to me.
It stopped you in your tracks.
Oh yes. He greeted me And then he said, do you know me? I said, yeah, I think I see you in the CU. You're the CU treasurer? Yeah. And then I felt nice. Wow, one of the CU leaders is actually talking to me. I thought that was a nice thing.
Yeah.
And he used to be a neighbor of a brother who was my cousin. Quote unquote. We came from the same village and we come from the same extended family in the village. So he was a neighbor. Like his room is number 20 and my cousin is number 21. And because I was also doing a course that was very demanding, would go and study in Nakuru PGH, in Nakuru Provincial General Hospital, come back to school at around 10 p.m. So I would not get some time to cook. I would not get enough time to cook. So somehow I used to have my dinner in my cousin's room. Shadrach, oh my God. He was very supportive. Bless him. So whenever I went to Shadrach's room, this guy would come and say hi. And I'm like, oh, he's your neighbor? Oh, he's a CU treasurer? And oh, okay. And of course I didn't mind him coming. I had begun to think, oh, I think others are bad, but this one is not good. A bother. After all, he's a CU leader. And the CU leaders, by the way, we used to call them executive committee. We used to look at them like the bishops of the Christian Union. So those guys are harmless. They love the Lord. They live in heaven. We live here on earth. They only come to visit us. And so connect with such a person. Oh my God, it was a big privilege. So yes, that's how my life was. So I finished the university. I graduated. I did my internship.
Where did you do your internship?
I did my internship in Thika Hospital, level 5, Thika level 5 hospital. And then I got a job in Thika. And then I went to the government, and then left the government and did my business for many years. That is something we can talk about, maybe my business life and how it was for me in entrepreneurship. But one of the things that was very significant in campus is that I met the man who later married me there. Actually, this CU guy I'm talking about, this CU pastor.
Finally, things happen.
This CU guy who is saved, loves the Lord. Whenever we go for crusades, he's usually the one who interprets for the speaker. So he's very eloquent as far as English and Swahili is concerned. So if the speaker is speaking whatever language, he'll be able to interpret into. A lot of times he used to do English to Swahili or Swahili to English. Very eloquent. And his use of, he has a very good mastery of words,
They call it the gift of gab.
Oh yes, yes. And the guy is very handsome. Oh my God.
You must have been to stop you in your tracks.
Oh yes, he was. I thought it is only an angel. I mean, I can only be an angel to connect with this kind of a guy.
Wow.
And so first year, I'm being bothered by guys. Second year, I want to have a relaxed life. But then in the same year is when I meet this guy who we just become friends. He doesn't suggest anything. We become very good friends. We become very good friends. We became very good friends. And eventually we got married. And he never proposed. By the way, he never proposed. He never said.
Let's do this. Let's save that for the next episode. Then you'll tell us all.
I know, but I'm trying to say it's not like you meet somebody, then he proposes and you get married. It's like you get attracted to somebody, so that marrying you is not a choice for you. That is it must happen. So that was my campus life.
All right. So in the next episode, we'll hear all about it, and then you tell us even about the marriage and the marriage life, and then we'll take it from there. So thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and this is exciting. I'm excited to hear all about it.
I know. I know.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.